Alright guys, welcome back to another Mad Vision video. So today we're going to take a look at these Nissan Skyline R34 big hitters. What we're going to do is kind of talk about them briefly, and then after we're done talking about them, we're going to rank them from worst to best in my opinion. There is no specific rankings for these Skylines. These are all based off of what I think they should be ranked and what they bring to the table. Alright, so without further ado, let's go. Alright, so the first car we have here is the Nismo R34. This is the most recent one that they released. This one came out about 2 months ago. I think this one sold out in about 8 minutes. And they made 30,000 of these. So you gotta think, 8 minutes and 30,000 sold. You can believe it that the Skyline is a very popular car. But anyways, yeah, like I was saying, this one is in a shadow chrome Spectra Flame paint. To me, it looks more like chrome, but I mean, you can kind of see it's like a darker kind of chrome. So yeah, I guess there is probably like a light coat or something on there. And then the wheels are a dark green gunmetalish color. On the site, when they showed it on the RLC site, the wheels look really green, but in person it's not as green as what it showed in the picture, which I'm glad. It's hard to tell that's even green, and you gotta look at certain angles to see the green. But yeah, I think they did actually a pretty good job on the wheel choice. It's got the Nismo livery all the way across the car, and also it's got the headlights and taillight details, as well as the exhaust and also engine detail. But unfortunately, the hood is closed on this one, so you can't see the engine details. But what's interesting about this RLC is the card itself as well, because usually your typical RLC has a red flame that goes across in the back and it says Hot Wheels right there. But this one instead says Nismo and has the picture of the front end of the R34. And also all your other RLCs, or yeah, I want to say all the other ones, they have a cutout back here so you can see the other side of the car, but this one doesn't have it. But it's okay though. I mean, the front part of the card, I think it makes up for it, because this is probably one of my favorite designs for the RLCs. But yeah, this is the Nismo R34. All right, so our second car here we have is the 2020 membership car. This came in a purple Spectra Flame, and this one is a very popular one because it resembles the midnight purple Nissan Skyline R34. And as you can see, license plate says MNP, short for midnight purple. But yeah, this car here is a very popular one. There's no known quantity that was made on this one because it was a membership car. So we know we really didn't know how many members were there in 2020. But my guess is probably around the 25,000 range or so. But that's just a wild guess. But yeah, just like the Nismo R34, this got the engine details, headlights, taillights, exhaust. Why they use orange, I have no clue, but I guess maybe to accent something, I have no clue. But unlike the Nismo though, this one's got opening hood feature. I mean, the other one has it, but it's closed, whereas this one, it shows you the details of the engine and everything. And also, like I was mentioning on the other one, this one has a cutout, whereas the Nismo doesn't. I like the cutout here just so you can see the other side. I think this is better. It's better that they did it like this. But yeah, this car here also, oh yeah, also the wheels is a chrome 6-spoke. I think the wheel choice is perfect. I wish they would have gone with like a darker chrome to match the card art, but light chrome like that is just fine as well. But I think that would have looked better if it matched the card art. But yeah, overall, they nailed it on this car because this is perfect right here. All right, so our third car here is the Nissan Skyline R34 Super Treasure Hunt. This one was out of the B case in 2019. Well, you can see the B right there. B stands for the B case. And this one, I think, I don't know, not a lot of people like the color in it, but I'm actually a fan of the color. This one here has taillight details, but no headlight details. I wish they would have added to it, but unfortunately they didn't. They did add these weird racing stripes to it. I'm not a fan of those stripes, but some people are. The treasure hunt logo is right there. It's hard to see, but It's right there on the hood. And the wheels they use are the 10 spoke, basically the 10 spoke stars or whatever you want to call it. These are basically just the Cobra wheels. So the wheel choice, they could have done better, but that's the choice. That's what they picked for it, so it is what it is. But yeah, overall, it's still a very good super treasure hunt here. All right, so the fourth car we have here is the blue Spectra Flame Nissan Skyline R34. This one came out in 2019. This one, I don't know what JLIU stands for, but that's the license plate that's on there. And it's got a full details, headlights, taillights, exhaust detail, as well as the engine details, which I like this one because they use red, which is the right color. And also a special feature on this one, it's hard to see. Well, yeah, it's hard to see, but in the right there in the wheel well, or behind the wheels, are brake rotors and disc. But it's hard to see with, you know, just looking through the camera, but I can see it from right here. But yeah, that's one feature that this one has that none of the other cars have, which I like that a lot. But yeah, engine detail is, not engine detail, interior detail has been fully done as well. And for the wheels, they went with the dark 6 spokes, which I think matched it perfectly. Some people didn't like the 6 spokes, the dark gray 6 spokes on there, but for me, I like it. And this one here, they made 12,500 of these, and this is number 411 out of 12,500. So yeah, this one is a pretty low number. And I saw someone have number 411 of the Nismo one. I really wanted it, but unfortunately he didn't want to let it go. But I don't know, maybe in the future I could work out a trade with him or something like that. But yeah, this one here is the blue Nissan Skyline R34. All right, last but not least, this is the 33rd annual Hot Wheels Collectors Convention over at Los Angeles, California. This one as well came out in 2019. And one thing about this one though is that it's a replica. This isn't the real thing. And this one I just kind of threw it together real quick. One of these days I'll actually redo it and do it the right way. But I just did it real quick to throw it in there so that the card had something. But the card actually came from Diecast Cars. He opened up his car and I reached out to him and asked him if I could get the card from him. So he hooked me up with the card. So I'm happy about that because now I can have a make-believe one, because this one is very expensive. I mean, you're looking at about $600 if you want to try to get one, a real one. So I was like, screw it, I'll just make my own custom one. But yeah, basically it looks exactly the same as this, except the hood opens up and the spoiler is a two-piece, whereas this one, the spoiler is molded onto the casting. But yeah, the engine on this one though is not detailed. It's just silver underneath there. So that's one thing that kind of sucked about it, but I guess it didn't matter because the hood's closed on it. But the wheels are actually the right wheels that are on there. They had gray 6 spokes, just like this. And this one, they made 5,000 of these. And the card here is number 4,223 out of the 5,000 that were made. So it was pretty high, but in the end, it don't matter because it's a replica. But yeah, like I said, eventually I'll actually redo this and do it. Well, I'll do a better job at it. Like I said, I just threw this together real quick, just so we have something in there to look at. But yes, guys, that is all 5 of the that's all 5 of the Skyline R34s. All right, so now that you guys have seen all 5 of the R34s, let's rank them. So my number 5, as most of you would probably guess, is the Super Treasure Hunt. The reason why that Super Treasure Hunt is number 5 is because the wheel choice sucked, and it's missing headlight details as well as, you know, fog lights and all the other details. But it's a Super Treasure Hunt, so it's kind of expected to not have everything. All right, so number 4, to some of you guys' surprise, is actually the Convention R34. Why is that number 4? It's because of the lack of details. And the lack of details I'm just talking about is the engine bay. The engine bay is just plain silver. There's really nothing to it. And the color I like. I think the color they chose the right color for it. But the like I said, the engine detail is what turned me off on that car. All right, so number 3. Number 3 is the Nismo R34. The reason why I picked that as number 3 is because it is more detailed compared to the convention. The engine detail is actually done on this one. And the Nismo livery I actually like, and also really like the card art on this one. So that's why I have that ranked as number 3. All right, so number 1 and 2 is gonna be very controversial, but number 2 is the purple membership R34. Why did I pick that as the number 2? Because number 1 has one more details than the purple one, and that is the brake disc and rotor. This one could have gone either way. You could have picked the purple as number 1 and the blue as number 2, but the reason why I picked the blue as the number 1 was because it has a little bit more detail than the purple one, and I think the color choice for the exhaust and being full silver and the engine being red, I think that was better than orange. I'm not really sure why they used orange on that car, but that is the reason why I have the purple as the number 2 and the blue one as my number 1. So guys, let me know in the comment section, did I get this right? Did I rank this right from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1? Or would you guys switch it up a little bit? Let me know in the comment section. And as always guys, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys later.